Welcome back to the ePremier League here with myself, Alex, also known as the FIFA Alex. I'm joined with my lovely friend, Conran. How are you, mate? You well?
Yeah, not too bad. Got 2 matches left today. And this, I think Wolves in this game gonna do a little upset.
We were talking about it on our break. Obviously, you know, we've been live since 11 AM today. We've seen lots of top quality FIFA. And we feel like Wolves, I don't think it's a true reflection of the group that we can see right there.
Yeah, 3 points is just not reflective of how they've been playing. This game is huge, of course, because you got Leeds sitting currently at 2nd on 6 points. But then Wolves are down 3. Now, if Leeds win this game, at least they're going to be on those 9 points. And then it comes down to the Southampton-Manchester United game. But if they lose, Southampton then can go on to leapfrog them.
Yeah. It is all to play for. We have Oli Ito versus Joey in the first game on Xbox. And then the second leg will be Mitch Hayward versus Kai FIFA. Which, if you're Hayward, you probably back your Oli Ito here to have a very good chance of beating Joey. However, Joey, an experienced player, he knows how good Oli Ito is. Joey on the attack can do dangerous things. But I also think what we might see here is you know what, Oli Ito, I'm just going to ensure you don't beat me comfortably. This is going to be a 0-0 or 1-1 in my opinion.
Yeah, it's going to be low scoring. It's going to be literally Joey setting this up to give Kai that chance.
Yeah.
Like you said. He's not going to do what, say, you know, other teams have done. Maybe even next time, even though obviously he didn't try to do this, but he did give up a 4-1 loss and really made it impossible to come back. However, Joey is not going to let that happen. He could get completely outplayed in this game, and he's still going to keep the scoreline low, in my opinion, and he's just going to use his experience.
That's what I would imagine happens. However, Oli Ito and his team might say, analyst, runners, no, we're here to do business, and we're here to win heavily. I'll make it as easy as I can for Hayward. But we're speaking to Oli Ito, as you know, he said an early start today. A lot of travelling. He arrived late than a lot of the players, so didn't get as much practice in. And I just hope that doesn't affect him too much in what is his final game.
Yeah, and not only the practice, but obviously the fatigue at the end of the day is really coming to fruition in this game.
Yeah, you know, we've all had long days here. There's been lots of FIFA for everyone to digest, commentate on, the players playing. Everyone is feeling it as the day goes on. But for the players especially, they need to keep that concentration and need to keep things warm. However, Wolverhampton Wanderers, I think, have got better as the tournament has gone on. And I think Kai FIFA last game gave Ethan a really good fixture.
Yeah, no, Kai FIFA's just had a great tournament. He has. And so that's why I'm looking at Joey here to try and keep this close and give Kai that opportunity. He can definitely win against Mitch Hayward, who, of course, is a great player. But I think Kai is just on great form and has that chance.
That I agree with. Salah driving down the wing. Gets to the byline, goes all the way. Little fake shot start, comes back in, lays it off one more. And Rudiger, the AI assistance there. Rudiger stepping in automatically. And then Joey getting that last switch at the last minute just to take it away. Does lose the ball in the middle of the park though to Hullet. Salah dancing around very well. Lays that ball off to St. Maximin. St. Maximin now just getting into towards the edge of the 18. Tries to drive past the Hullet, cutting on the inside. But Hullet is there to say, nope, hold the door, you are not going through.
Yeah,
it's not Game of Thrones, don't worry.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Good reference, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're seeing, honestly, just Joey maybe on the back foot a little bit here. And even when he has the ball, maybe passing a little side to side, try to get his foot in the game. Because when you play something like Alito, it's so hard to, like, just go toe-to-toe, right? So he's probably going to slow it down, try, play at his own tempo, and maybe that's how he can work his way into an opportunity.
Cancelo. I do keep admiring, I know I keep mentioning it, the difference in seating positions. We're getting a lovely view of Joey's haircut right here.
Yeah, you get the fresh trim, you got to display it.
Yeah. That is true. We saw a little chance there for Hullet. The right idea. No one else followed him in, so there wasn't really a knockdown there, unfortunately, for Joey.
Yeah, I just wondered there, could you, maybe take that touch with Hullet? You know, he played it over to him. There was no real defender on him. He had time, but he just kind of muscle memory almost passed it across, assuming there was somebody there.
Yeah, there's that can be a really effective way to get into that goal-scoring position. We've seen a lot of play down this bottom side of the screen, the left-hand side, for Joey right now. Cancelo getting involved a lot.
I'd be interested, is that a Cancelo thing, or is that this screen is closer
Camera.
to me?
Yeah.
I prefer the camera being closed.
Players can be guilty of that. Salah driving down towards that byline. Getting into this position quite a few times now already for Oli to reverse Elastico, Ronaldo, and again. And that is... I'll let you talk about that defending. Tell me.
No, it was just not biting. Not biting, expecting the reverse Elastico. That's probably the most popular skill move in that position. So just reads it perfectly, stands his ground, and makes the tackle.
And again, for anyone that's listening at home, how is the reverse Elastico? How does it work? What sort of skill move player do we need for that? How do we do it?
Yeah, so obviously you need a 5-star skiller. Is going to be the #1 thing, of course. And then you do rotate downlock stick.
Ronaldo over the top through ball. Sorry to interrupt you. We get through to Jadon Sancho. On that weak foot, the 5-star weak foot. A very poor effort there. Schmeichel matching it. We do get a byline drive here again. Salah looking to work his way in. Just crowded out very well from Hullet and from the Rashford. And Joey right now just trying to settle back in.
Under a lot of pressure.
Using a second man press there just for the Kyle Walker to come over while he covered with Rudiger. The numbers are there. Vieira's protecting. Opened up into the middle. Cristiano Ronaldo lays it off to Jadon Sancho. Brilliant feet. Lays that back off. One more. Can he find the shot? And again, Joey right now is what I would class as a Joey defensive masterclass.
It is. The main thing is he's not biting. He's not biting on anything. He's holding his ground. He's reading the skill moves.
A chance again for Oli Ito. Finds the pass into Ronaldo at the near post. And that is the first goal. Oli Ito, you can see the reaction. The touch of the Leeds badge. Over the moon with that. And that all came from Joey losing possession of the ball.
Yeah, it's poor to see, especially from Joey. He's normally really good at, transitioning in those... from winning the ball back into attack, and he doesn't really let the ball flip like that. He's a veteran of the game. He's been here years. He's got a lot of experience. He doesn't normally panic and just give away the ball cheaply, allows the easy counter-attack to come in, and with that running scoop turn once again, Olito manages to find the back of net with Ronaldo.
That he does. How will he respond? 5 minutes left in this half. Will Joey find a more attacking threat against Oli Ito? Because right now, we could argue we've not seen enough in the attack.
No, he's really struggled. Yeah, I mean, the whole game has been dominated by Olito. Simple as.
But as well, though, if the game plan was to come in and be defensive and try and, get a 0-0, now it changes. Now we have to go forward a little bit more.
Yeah, he's going to try grab an equalizer, but at the same time, full-time result, 1-0 Leeds. I think if you offered it to Joey right now, he might accept that.
We see a break, 45th minute. This is going to be the last attack of this half. They have got the crossing opportunity. Ronaldo at the near post. And Schmeichel out very quickly there for Joey to come and claim that. And if you're sat there right now, then, talk me through it. If you're on the Leeds side, what are you saying to your player?
If you're on the lead side, you're just thinking, stick at it. You're dominating the game. You're creating so many chances. More goals are most likely going to come. However, if you're Joey, you're getting outclassed this game. You're kind of under a lot of pressure. It's probably just soak up the defense, soak up the pressure, just solid defense again. Ultimately, he defended all of Olito's attacks. He conceded from that bad pass. He didn't concede just from a normal attack. So if he can cut out those mistakes, should be okay.
Well, we said about how his defensive masterclass was working very well at the start of the game. That loss of possession in the middle. When you lose the ball as your team's been thinking, we've got the ball, we're going to move forward, we're going to start running, we're going to get into the attacking areas. So your team push up, your midfield push up, and then you lose that ball, it can be danger, which is exactly what we saw for the first goal for Oli Ito. Kante on the ball now. Managing to find it into Saint-Maximin. Saint-Maximin trying to squeeze that through to Cristiano Ronaldo. Vieira just gets bullied ever so slightly. Saint-Maximin on the edge. Lays it off to Hullet. That is Salah on that left foot. Choosing to just move the ball back. Finds the left foot again. Goes to the finesse. And tell me, again, let's say I'm not very good at FIFA. I don't understand the game very well. Why is it that that finesse shot inside the 18-yard box has got less chance of going in compared to one outside? Why is that, Randers?
It's just how the trajectory of the ball goes, but also
Sancho.
it's often what beats goalkeepers with the finesse is the height, and from a distance it goes over them. It's their positioning as well. But that finesse was on time, and ultimately probably was the reason it didn't go in.
Sancho on the left-hand side. Comes back in onto the inside, goes back down towards the byline, lays that off across, and that... How often do you see a player go byline, drive back in on the inside, and come back to the byline, and then do that driven straight away?
That's so rare. I mean, I was caught off guard just watching it.
Yeah.
I saw him slow down with Sancho, and I was thinking, well, what's he trying to do here? Hits a quick Migidi spin cancel, driven pass instantly inside, and it's a goal before you can react.
It's crazy because, you know, you get there and you think, oh, it's okay, defending all right, and then just literally the switch of it, and he changes it, and he finds that way into the right angle, and a big press there from Kante, winning the ball high up the pitch. The through ball is on to Cristiano Ronaldo. It is found from Kante. Could this be game, set, match? He lays that one off across. And for Ole Ito standard, I think that was just a poor choice.
Yeah, like, the pass wasn't really on. It was very ambitious to hope that would go true. I am surprised, especially with how Alito's played this game in particular. I was expecting better.
Either way, Ole Ito on top in this first leg of Leeds United versus Wolves. Diaz coming over. And thank you, Runners, for answering all these questions about high-level FIFA. My good friend Phil at home has been learning. He's been enjoying it. And I know that when he loads up FIFA, he's already got the knowledge.
He does. He does. He's yet to, you know, play too many games.
Yeah.
But hopefully we've given him some crucial good information here, and it'll help him improve his gameplay.
Yeah. And that's the same for anyone else that may be listening. And I'm sure he's very grateful. Either way, we see some changes coming through for Wolverhampton Wanderers. And again, and I know it's the same narrative, we keep using it. The first leg's so crucial. If you are Joey right now, do you just say, look, if I can get a goal, great, but look, I need to give my teammate a chance in the second leg? Do we just say, go back to that defensive masterclass and just make sure there's nothing else wrong?
You know what the problem is, though? It's easier said than done. You can't just be like, yeah, I'm not going to concede again this game. That's not how it works.
It's these sort of things that we're talking about.
It is.
Making sure you're doing the basics right. If you do the basics right and Ole Ito scores a goal like he just scored in the second one, clap your hands, right? But the first goal was a mistake. If we give the ball away like we just saw there, and we can see from that, it's a mistake. Just make sure that if Ole Ito is going to score, it comes from something magical. Salah driving the byline again. Hullet just doing enough. That is going to be a corner for Leeds and Ole Ito, who right now is cruising his way to a 2-0 victory. Joey just not doing enough in attack. Not testing the goalkeeper enough.
Yeah. See, I feel like a lot of, you know, his offensive struggles has come from those mistakes in the build-up play, because not only does that leave you vulnerable to the counter-attack, but you've lost possession. So you can't attack from that, and that limits the number of times you even have the ball. So it's been a really poor performance.
Ronaldo with some great left stick dribbling there. Lays that one off. Can he find a shot in out? Well, I was going to say a shotting angle, then realised that wasn't English. But the Elastico creates the angle, and Ole Ito, he's in the groove right now. Get him a dance floor. He's ready to dance.
Man, he's having a great time now. He's finally getting the goals going again. He's playing like we saw him in the first game of the day. Whatever he did during that break, he's got it back together.
I'm going to give you my answer. You know what I think's happened?
Do tell.
I think he went for a nap.
Ooh, a little power nap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He does seem more awake for sure.
Yeah, that he does.
I'd argue it might have been caffeine, but either could work.
Joey needs to find a way to just get one goal back and give his teammate, Kai FIFA, a chance. He goes for that finesse on the edge. And if that's green timed, we may see that net rippling. However, it wasn't even attempted at that timed finish. So Reece James now for Ole Ito. Salah makes an advantage run. He manages to get past the Cancelo with ease. Just getting the right angle. Goes for that cut in on the middle. Hullet one more time. And Rudiger with a crucial interception. Joey FIFA to break.
Yeah, but once again, we're seeing that finesse from outside the box. Okay, it's good angle. We're all good. And it's not green timed. It's so weird to see at this level so few green finesses from outside the box.
Do you not think that, you know, you're Joey right now, you're losing 3-0. If you time the shot and you get it wrong and it's red, you've blown the chance completely. But at least if you don't even attempt it, well, you're just going purely off that. And that is, I was about to say a fantastic save, but Oli Ito turns it up to another level at that near post, smashes that one in. And I was expecting the net to ripple straight away then, but it kind of hit it straight at the Schmeichel, and he just palmed it in.
Yeah, it was just when it was that close, that powerful, it just ended up hitting off Schmeichel and really going in.
I thought Kyle Walker then very nearly giving away a penalty. The referee says, play on, get up. Maybe VAR would need to have a look at that if that was an option for us. But 3 minutes remaining, 4-0. And it's crazy that me and you were sat here before this and saying, Wolverhampton and Wanderers have got a chance here. Oli Ito, we saw him a little bit tired. He's had a long day, but he's such a good FIFA player. And he's basically heard me and you and gone, we're going to make you look like idiots.
Oh, yeah, no, he turned up. He said, okay, guys, did you forget who I am? Like, and just really showed his class.
That he did. 1 minute of added time. Can there be a fifth? Tries to force that one into the 18-yard box, but Ruben Diaz just does enough. That, I don't like to say it's game set before even going into the second leg. However, let's talk about Mitch Haywood, and we know he is defensively incredible.
Yeah,
Kai FIFA's not scored 4 goals in one game at all today. And that's not taking away anything from Kai FIFA, but that's showing you how hard the task is that he's got right now.
I mean, I feel like outside of maybe a Texas, I mean, I feel like very few people have scored 4 goals or even more than 4 goals today in one leg. That is so difficult to do against other pros. You know, you can maybe pull it off in foot champs, sure. Against other pros, to score that many goals in one leg, one 90-minute game of FIFA, it's just a ridiculous tough task. But not only that, you're going to have to do it against Mitch Haywood. Good luck.
Which is a very difficult task to do at any time, let alone 1 goal. But 4. But saying that, you take a look at Oli Ito and the way he attacked and the things he capitalised on. If you're Phil at home right now and you're watching and you're learning FIFA, that's the perfect example of what you need to do.
Absolutely it is. I mean, it was clinical performance. Sure, Joey made a mistake here and there, but, you know, a lot of those are forced mistakes. He was doing that high kind of press. He was squeezing, which led to the mistakes. So you got to credit the defense on that. And then outside of that, Alito did just create great chances. That just came from build-up, and it wasn't just a counterattack. And yeah, 4-0 was that result. It really was deserved, though.
Yeah, that it was. Well, coming into the game next, we have got Haywood versus Kai FIFA. Kai FIFA has to pull back a 4-goal deficit to even stand a chance of getting a point, or possibly more than that. And we will find out what that result will be very shortly after this break.
Welcome back to the ePremier League. Group C, we got leg 2 coming up in Leeds United against Wolves. Myself, Conran or Ranners. Alongside me, I have Alex, aka the FIFA analyst. How are we feeling about this second leg?
Not confident, really. I mean, it's going to be a Haywood masterclass of just saying, hello, Kai FIFA, you need to score 4 goals. Welcome to my defensive line of 4 players in defence and 4 players in midfield. And maybe even a striker to come back and help.
Or is it 5 players at the back and 3 in midfield and 2 strikers to come back?
Well, actually, it could be the first time that we see a 5 at the back from Mitch tonight, or today, because Kai FIFA plays that narrow in the 4-3-2-1 and has that wing back on the overlap, which could actually suit Mitch to say, you're going to do that and you're going to send forward that Cancelo. I'm going to go with a 5 at the back and then put my right wing back on that during the attack. A big counteract.
That's what I would be doing. No, that's actually the play.
Yeah.
Like 5 at the back would actually completely nullify Kai. And you have a 4-goal lead, that would be game, set, match. But we'll see how he plays. Obviously, you got to remember, he did have a 3-goal lead in a previous game earlier, and he actually played normal FIFA. He was quite attacking, so we'll see what happens here.
That we shall. Things kick off, and Kai FIFA needs goals early to stand a chance in this leg. As both teams line up.
We're seeing Mitch, you know, he did go forward there. He driven past it instantly and did lose it. We're going to see this Cancelo a lot this game.
That we are. Kai FIFA already looking to test the defence of Mitch. Coming in with an in-swinging cross, which we don't see too many of them.
We don't really. I mean, they're not terribly effective, but I guess every now and then they can work.
Salah out on that right-hand side. Mitch looking for the through ball in behind. Diaz will just get there ahead of Ronaldo. I'm just kind of taking a look at the defensive lineup, and it seems like the 5 at the back hasn't come out just yet.
Yeah, maybe he didn't do the scouting report. Because look, Cancelo free again. Allows
the
that
over-the-top through
pass.
ball from Cancelo. Gets it in. That is a poor touch from Marcus Rashford. But already the warning signs are there that Cancelo can do danger.
Yeah, I would definitely be calling the pause and switching 5 by now, but I guess Mitch, you know, he's okay with that. I guess he lives with that, and he's still just confident in his setup.
Good drive down here on the left-hand side with Cancelo. Got that pass into Sancho, finds it. Can he get the shot off? He can indeed! And that, I mean, the task was difficult. The finish at the near post is great composure. It's really well worked. The drive forward with Cancelo as well. We spoke about this earlier on, that, you know, the way the pros use their fullbacks is to a next level. They drive forward, they take their team into that attacking third, and something as simple as that, and then just working it back into the middle, it's just got a goal for Mitch.
Yeah, it really does, and it's rare you actually see that many people use fullbacks in attack. Like, just even at a casual level. Obviously, I don't even mean like to this extent, but nearly everybody just has, you know, fullbacks stay back while attacking, just don't want to be countered. And they just don't use them in attack at all, even though they can be so useful. You even see it in actual football.
Yeah.
Attacking fullbacks just can help you out so much.
Well, you think about, you know, some of the best teams in the world right now in the Premier League, with finesse there on the edge, with Manchester City, with Liverpool, the way they use their fullbacks. You know, João Cancelo having the freedom to go forward, and obviously Trent Alexander-Arnold being one of the best fullbacks, probably the best fullback in the world right now. It can do everything.
Yeah, no, he really can. His passing range is absolutely phenomenal from that right back position.
We saw then earlier on as well, Mitch looking for the player lock, and then his fullback deciding to do a scum move by himself. Wasn't even controlling him. He just laughed it off. Said, you know what? I didn't tell him to do that, but hey, it is what it is. We're all here for fun and games, and Mitch right now is cruising his way. Salah gets in towards that byline, goes for the dink to the back stick, and Mendy has just done enough. An interesting selection there to go for that cross.
Yeah, I do think I guess it was open. It was only the goalkeeper that was there, and goalkeeper obviously did end up catching it, but there was not much else on, I guess. But we are seeing such an attacking display from Mitch. He's going for this. Obviously, it's 5-0 now, and the game's kind of almost sealed the result. But we're still seeing good attacking football. He's not just holding the ball. He really wants to obviously get some results on the board and practicing, I guess, to prove that he's not just getting carried by Alito, but also he can play some good FIFA as well.
That he can, as we get to 30 minutes now in this second leg between Wolves and Leeds. 5-0 to Leeds, with the first leg being 4-0. A big performance from Oli Ito against Joey, and Kai FIFA looking to try and find a way to break this defensive wall. Vieira switching the ball out to Jadon Sancho. Sancho takes on and drives towards the byline. Cuts it back in. Cancelo is there, though, to intercept that pass. And it is Mitch Haywood in possession for Leeds.
Yeah, there was a bright start for Kai. Then, ever since that goal, it's really been, I feel, quite a one-sided affair.
That it has. Through ball now from Hullet, looking to Ronaldo. Just a bad through ball, really. It was a behind the striker. It wasn't ahead. Ronaldo had to come back. The touch was poor. Just not really clicking for Kai FIFA right there.
Yeah, it kind of sums up the game, I feel, for Kai right now. He's just not clicking whatsoever. I know, unfortunate. Still a lot of time left. All he can kind of hope for is a personal result.
A great over-the-top through ball there to St. Maximin, who gets one-on-one with a goalkeeper. He just found the shot, but the composure from Ronaldo didn't want to hit that first time. St. Maximin, by the way, while you were gone, actually scored a one-on-one. No. Good power across the goal. Found the way. Now it's going to be a penalty, surely. Referee says no.
No.
He tells Mitch and Jadon Sancho, hey, look, we don't like that there. That's not going to be a penalty. We need proper contact. But yeah, going back to it, St. Maximin in that one-on-one there. I think he got it under control. He didn't want to sprint because the goalkeeper movement from Kai was good. He kind of came out slightly. And if he sprints, he takes that heavy touch and then the goalkeeper may claim it. And then next thing you know, Ruben Diaz was back. The pressure was on. The composure from St. Maximin on the actual player item. Obviously, with that someone so close to him, he's always going to struggle to get a pure, powerful shot off into the corner. And obviously, the rebound just not falling the way of Mitch Haywood. Last attack now of this first half. Whips that one in. Ruud Hullet is there. And that is a big, big challenge. That almost felt like it hurt.
That was a headbutt.
Yeah. Cantona now trying to force it into Hullet. Do you talk to me a little bit about Kai FIFA's attack right now? Do you feel like there's a little bit of a forced attempt to try and get these passes in?
No, absolutely. It reminds me of that kind of how Poacher was playing. You know, in those games, they feel like they're so out of it. They feel like they have to score so many goals that instead of just playing their game, they just go forward, 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 lose the ball. Doesn't matter if the pass is open. I'm just going to play this pass anyways. And guess what? If the pass is marked, it gets intercepted, loses the ball, and it's just it's not the same Kai FIFA we saw earlier.
Well, it is not, and it is. Again, we go back to it. It is always difficult in the format that we have with one player playing the first leg and one player playing the second leg. When you're always a player on that return second leg, it's a hard position to be in. I was speaking to Poacher from Manchester United earlier on, who obviously, bottom of this group unfortunately, and every game that he had, he had to try and obviously undo the work from HP of, conceding the goals, and it just makes it for a difficult game of FIFA. And 90 minutes chasing a 3-4 goal lead. I mean, it's almost all she wrote, isn't it?
Yeah, it's next to impossible. Like, he did give himself a chance in one of those games when he did get an early goal, and then he proceeded to get a second. Obviously, it didn't end up him making the comeback, but at least he gave himself a chance. But if that's a 0-0 game, he is fine.
Ronaldo just trying to get on the end of that little dink ball over the top. Just not breaking past the defender. Rashford now for Kai FIFA. Defensive line's deep, but Hullet is there to intercept, protecting the centre-backs, and the through ball is on over the top, and it is going to be St. Maximin. Is he going to finish it, Ranners?
Here we go.
Hey, he's finished it.
I do not believe it.
Do not believe it.
I don't believe it.
Ranners, do you want me to pinch you? It's not a dream.
Okay, he finally scored. I hope you're happy.
Me, I saw him score. I told you he scored.
That's true.
It's you that's not seen St. Maximin score all day.
No, that's crazy. I didn't know he had that in him. No. But fair enough. Finishes the one-on-one. Solid finish. Had power. Had precision. You know what? I'll allow it.
So talk to me, Ranners. If you're Mitch Haywood there in that position, And as soon as you play that over the top through ball, what's the kind of go-to things that you're thinking about?
For me, I'm always looking for the ball roll. Like that finish far post, cool, I'm looking for that if they never bring out their goalkeeper.
Yeah.
But if they bring out their goalkeeper at all, I'm just ball rolling past him, I'm getting the easy finish.
And how are you paying attention to the goalkeeper then for the ball roll? Are you looking at the mini-map? Are you looking at the goalkeeper if your camera allows it? How early are you trying to think about when's the goalkeeper going to be at my feet?
I'm constantly looking at him. See, I'm playing on co-op, so I can see the goalkeeper quite early, as opposed to, say, telebroadcast, who maybe then you have to look at your mini-map. With co-op, you get a big, long look at the screen. You can see the goalkeeper when he's coming out, and I just literally look at him. If he's coming, ball roll, easy.
Yeah, and I think as well, when you think about casual FIFA players and whatnot, that's what separates a lot of people from winning games, is the ability to finish their one-on-ones.
Yeah, there's such a tricky element at the highest level. Although we did see some battles today, truly at the highest level, one-on-ones have a really, really high conversion rate.
Yeah. At
the pro level, right? But at the casual level, yeah, a lot of people just go through and they just shoot is the problem. They just shoot straight at the goalkeeper. If they rush them, they kind of shoot, hits the goalkeeper, and they don't score. A lot of people don't chip. A lot of people don't do that ball roll around the goalkeeper, and as a result, don't score many one-on-ones.
And is that down to using the sprint button too much as well?
It could be, but I think it's really just lack of composure. They kind of get one-on-one. If they have too much time, they maybe overthink it. If they don't have enough time, instead of actually thinking about and doing something smart, they just panic shoot. So there's a few scenarios.
A few scenarios that can play that part as St. Maximin just tries to shift off that Diaz, but Kai FIFA does just enough. And a reminder that this here now is going to put Leeds onto 9 points. We have a big deciding game in Southampton v Manchester United after this one. Where Southampton win, they are also on 9 points. So that means 3 of our top teams are all on 9 points, and goal difference could play a big part.
Yeah, so the thing with that is, because it'll be 3 teams instead of 2, and they all beat each other, it can't go off head-to-head.
Yep.
Because of how it panned out. It's really interesting, so it will go off goal difference.
Goal difference, goals scored, goals against. And that's why every chance matters. As we see Ronaldo put that one across goal, and Mendy coming in with a big, big save for Kai. As we've said, 20 minutes to go. Kai just trying to find a way to get a goal or two. Consolation goals, nothing more than that, I'd say now.
Yeah, his last game of the tournament, of course, he's not going through. He will be grouped. So, you want to still, give a bit of a good performance. Try to get a goal. At least go away with something.
And also, a reminder that for Wolverhampton Wanderers right now, they're not going to finish bottom unless Manchester United can get a result in that last game. As we see a St. Maximin going in for a shot, a big, big block there. That seeding does matter. The difference between 5th and 4th is money or no money.
Yeah, exactly, right. If you finish bottom of the group, you're going away with nothing. But if you get 4th or better, you will be getting some prize money. So obviously, people do care about that.
And the prize money, the total pool for the ePremier League 2022 is £100,000.
It's nice to see the year-on-year progression that the ePremier League is having. Every single year, that prize pool gets bigger, the event gets bigger, and it is really good to see the progression of it all.
Yeah. And everyone wants an opportunity to represent their favourite Premier League club.
No, I mean, even the format of the event is just beautiful, how you do get to try and go for it. It's literally anybody can just sign up and attempt to compete for their club in the ePremier League.
And we've had that today with some players that have come here for the first time, qualifying for their club. A very poor shot there from Cantona. Qualifying for their club and having that opportunity to play in front of thousands and thousands of viewers, play for prize money, play against some of the best FIFA players in the world. And there's nothing better than that.
That is true. Ooh.
82nd minute. Time ticking now. For Wolves, it is more so just about consolation for Kai FIFA and for Joey, who, as we've said, I felt like they've played well on occasions. They've looked promising, but Leeds have just had the upper hand on them today.
Yeah, just better overall. Across both legs, I do feel like Kai really underperformed this leg. I know he had a tough task, sure, but even so, it felt like he lost all his composure when he knew he was going into this game 4-0 down. I think mentally he kind of accepted he had lost and he was knocked out. So that kind of is what influenced his poor passing decisions.
Definitely. And I'm just trying to recap. Hayward played against Ethan, won 1-0. Hayward conceded in the last game. The game prior to that, how many goals has Hayward conceded?
I'm not sure, but
2? Poacher?
He's conceded 2 against Poacher. Yeah, 2 against Poacher.
And then Southampton, they got the win as well. Southampton beat Leeds.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so it's that as well. I was just trying to think about his defensive masterclass. But either way, that game is going to end with Leeds picking up the vital 3 points. That was a must-win game for Leeds, with the possibility of our 3 top teams all having 9 points. That was crucial.
Yeah, absolutely. You got Southampton now going up against Manchester United. And yes, if Southampton win, they will be up there with Leeds and Crystal Palace on that 9 points.
So congratulations to Leeds. Commiserations again to Wolverhampton Wanderers in Joey and Kai FIFA. However, not the results that we're after, of course. But I think they can hold their heads high. I think they played well. Bar that game, maybe. I think the other games, they definitely, on another day, could have been the winners.
Yeah, I think they surprised a lot of people, even us. They did perform at a good level. Now, obviously, this game, maybe not quite what they were the rest of the day, but I thought it was a good performance all around. To be honest, you got to look at their group as well.
Yeah.
Their group was very, very strong. So obviously, it was always an uphill battle. And I was happy with how they played. Joey as well hasn't played, well, in a while. I feel he missed, I think, a year or 2 at competitive FIFA. So to come back here, kind of his first event in a while, and to put on a good display, coupled with Kai FIFA, who is his first event as well. And they played well. Obviously not quite to the level of these other teams, but close.
Yeah. So just a reminder for you, it is Leeds that pick up the win with a 6-0 aggregate score. Ollie Ito beating Joey 4-0 in the first leg, and Mitch Hayward beating Kai FIFA 2-0 in the second leg, giving them a massive 3 points in the Group C with 1 game remaining, and that is going to be between Manchester United and Wolverhampton Wanderers. But look at how that leaves us.
Yeah, you got Southampton against Manchester United as the last game of the day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Southampton, they'll be expected to get all 3 points, right? They're playing bottom of the table. Manchester United have lost to every other team. You would be expecting them to get 9 points, but we'll see what happens.
And so if my maths does correct for me, Southampton here are on a -4 goal difference. I think, if I believe, we saw a 3 or 4 goal difference for, not Leeds, I'll get my words out, for Crystal Palace. So we need to see from Southampton here, for a chance to go through, an absolute whitewash.
Oh, yeah, it's going to have to be a ridiculous amount of goals.
We're talking 7 goals. 7 goals, if my mouse does correct me. We'll find out when we come back after this break very, very soon. As I said, the next game for us to take a look at is going to be Southampton versus Manchester United. And we've got Robbie Wilson versus the real HP, and for Michael Fisher up against Poacher. A reminder that Manchester United are out. They cannot qualify. So we've got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll see them play the best that they have done, because their pressure's on. They're out.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Will HP kind of get some form together? He did have an okay last game. Might have a good performance here. And then will Poacher finally get to play a leg where he's not losing 3-0? Who knows?
Who knows? Come back and join us very shortly for our last and final game in Group C.